Show you what I got up my sleeve. It's really cute projects. What I'm going to do is we're going to still work on this candy cane season. I know it's backwards, but I'll flip it around. And the little punch, which if you buy it in a bundle, you know it, it's 10% off. So let me flip you around. And
okay, so this is the card we did, let's see, Sunday night in our downline meeting. So I wanted to show everybody that didn't get a chance to see that, but I think you saw it, Sharon. That, using this stamp set and this punch. I also set it up on the Stamparatus, but I think I get better results using blocks. So I really like the way this one turned out. As you can see, this was done with the cable knit and this Candy Cane Seasons and the punch that goes with it. And this little piece of paper back here is from the Santa's Workshop paper. So I just went and took that in because I felt like it needed a little accent. And this little guy, he's in the set. He's the Be the Jolly. And then I just used the bottom part of our Everyday Label punch. So let me flip it over. So I just stuck it in there, and I think I do that again. Yes, I do it again on another project. So I wanted to change up. I love these colors. They remind me of the Grinch. And every Christmas, that's a family tradition, is to pull out How the Grinch Stole Christmas and we watch it. And that's what this reminded me of. So I don't know, it just kind of happened. So let me show you how I did it. And I'll show you the card pieces. This is kind of a big kit, but I do have a little technique that I'm going to show you guys, and you guys may know it, but we'll do it again. So the card base is 4 1/4 by 11, and then this layer here, the first layer, is Granny Apple, and it's 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then the next layer is a piece of Whisper White. And it's 3 5/8 by 4 3/4. So that goes there. Now this piece here comes out of this Santa's Workshop. And it is, let's see, what does the back look like? It's the little bows. The little bows, but this is really good paper. I've used a lot of it. And then you see this trim right here. This trim is from, so there's the bows. Let me pull it out so there's the bows. And the trim comes off of the edge here. Waste not, want not. That's what my grandmother always taught me. So I just saved this little trim, and that's what I'm going to use here. Up there. Now then I also have a little piece of 1/4 inch glimmer paper, and then this one is 3/8 by, let me look at my sizes, 3 7/8 to connect to that green. I like it when things connect, the colors connect. And then I just use a scrap of Granny Apple here, scrap of white to do my stamping, and then this is a 2 1/2 inch circle punch done with vellum. So let's get started. Push my goodies aside. First thing I want to do is I want to do this background. I don't know if you can see it, but I have done it with the Swirls and Curls embossing folder. Right here. And then I have taken the white shimmer paint, Frost White shimmer paint, and I put it in alcohol inside one of our spritzers. Now the trick to this is 70% alcohol. If you end up with 90%, let's say you go to the cupboard and you find your 90%, just add water to it. What happens is if you don't add water, you won't get the misting that you want. It will be a solid stream, and you don't want that. But you can correct it by just adding water. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is take this piece that is the 3 5/8 by 4 3/4. I'm going to run it through my swirls and curls over here. Have you guys noticed that this line, I know I probably talk about it all the time, but there's the Stampin' Up's starting to put lines down here so that we can get a nice square piece coming through. Because some of the designs you have to have it square. That tin looking tile one. All right, so here's my paper. You got to lay down a cloth. And I love these car cleaning cloths. I use them all the time. And then it's just, make sure you shake it up because the shiny won't get mixed up. Okay, trying to decide if it's, I think it picked up a little bit of blue off of my thing. So I'm going to flip it over. Now the next thing is to, oh, that's just the shimmer paint. That's what that is. You got to let it dry. But look how pretty. He's so pretty. And I know you probably can't see it in, but it's very, very, it just, I don't know, it looks like the shiny on a candy cane, maybe. Anyways. All right, so let's fold this in half. Use our bone folder. And I'm going to glue, let's see, do I put anything? Nope. Okay. Glue this down onto the red. Now if well, it don't matter. It's going to get covered up. Centered up nice. You want nice even borders all the way around. Oh, that's why. That little blue is the ink coming through. But I will cover it up. Let's see, where's the top? Is up there. So we make sure we put that on the bottom. And probably if I wasn't videoing this, I would let this dry a little bit more. But I'm going to push it. Let's see what happens. Okay. I hope you can see that pretty glimmer. Oh my goodness. It is so pretty. Girl's best friend, the glimmer. Okay, so then this will go down next. And I want it to cover the white, and it might even be a little too big, so I'm going to trim it. Just a little bit. Yep, that looks good. And before I do that, I want to put my little edge up underneath there. Measure it and cut it. And see, I still got one left. I can do more cards. All right, so just put a small, I'm going to bring in my silicone pad. Oh, I didn't tell you the size of this. This piece is 3 5/8 by 3. Get you some more light down there. And I'm just, let's see, what's the top? Just going to put just a small bead. And if it ends up on that silicone pad, it's no biggie. Bring it back. Get it lined up perfectly. Side needs to be down a little bit. Okay. Put some glue on this. And what I try to do is I try to stay within the stamp set so that you don't have to go buy 2 or 3 stamp sets, but sometimes I have to go outside of that. Okay, so now this piece of glimmer paper, again, remember, share, comment. You guys got any comments going on? Any questions? You get some glimmer paper. I'm going to trim that just a little bit. And it's going to go right down here just to give it a little pop. You know, we girls, we got to have our glimmer stuff, right? Okay. Let's see. Will our Picket tool help me in this situation? Yep. Nice. Do you guys have this Picket tool? You have to be careful. I'll show you something about it. If you ended up getting it, the little end that has the sticky side to it, press that down pretty good because this stuff is felt. It's such pretty paper, and it has a little it doesn't really want to stick to it very well, but if we let the glue dry, it will. See this side? Now if you twist that, it's going to push out more. You don't want to do that. And if you end up pushing out more, the best thing to do is just kind of take the blob and blob it. That's the best way I know how to talk about it. But just when you pull it off, make sure you just pull it straight off and don't twist, because every time you twist, you're letting out more of that sticky stuff. All right, so now we're going to use the stitched shapes, and this one is the second to the biggest circle. I'm going to run this through. And then I'm going to punch the vellum. So let me get my stitch circle run through. I don't think you guys need to see how I run it through the Big Shot. If you do, ask questions. I'll be sure to run it through the Big Shot for you. There we go. So that's the second to the biggest, and that's Granny Apple. And here are the stitched shapes. You get squares and circles and ovals, and I use this thing all the time. All right, and so the vellum, oh, I actually did use it because I like the little stitch. So I used the biggest of the stitch circles. We run it through. There you have it. So that's there. All right. Now what I'm doing is I will pop this up using dimensionals. Oh, good, Patty. Do you, who else commented? Hi. Okay. There's all kinds of things that you can do with vellum. I just always keep a stash around because I felt like the vellum on this card really brought the white out, but yet it was see-through, and I like that look. And so there we go. I'm going to use dimensionals on that too. Yep. And I will go ahead and lay it down. I'm just going to center it up. And so for the Stampin' the candy cane, the tips I can give you, of course I'm going to use Poppy Parade. The tips I can give you are, because the punch, where's my punch? When you flip it over to go punch it out, see, you want to be able to do this. So I am going to stamp right here with my candy cane, just to make it easier to reach the punch. And actually, I meant to do that the other way around because I found that it's easier to match the filling. See how I kind of got that off? So I'm going to try it again. But this time I'm going to go the other way around. I'm going to put the shape down first, the linear. And I need 2 of them. And then I'm going to grab, it's just, for me, it's easier. I guess because I can see the line. Now watch me mess it up. See, that was better. That one was much better. Okay, so what I'll do, because I'm going to crisscross them, I'm going to punch it out, but I'll use this one on top. Or hide it with the bow. We'll see. Okay, so we do it upside down. And I always will push the punch like halfway down until I'm happy with the location. Cut off the excess. But see how easy it is to access it if you do it off the edge there. Okay, there we go. Now I've got to do my bow. So I think what I'll do is see to cover that up. I'll just do that. I think that'll be fine. All right, so let me get another scrap. And the bow, I'm going to do green inside with the poppy candy, I guess you should say granny apple. So I'm going to lay down the linear first and then go back with granny apple. And I don't know, I think I can line it up a whole lot better that way. Ooh, that's very dark. I'm going to stamp off because that's too dark. I don't want it that dark. And again, I got to think about my punch. I should be stamping here so that I can just pop it right into the punch. This time I'm going to stamp off and then come over just to get a little bit lighter granny apple. I like that a whole lot better. Line it up. And I'm just pushing down halfway and then picking up if I'm not happy with it, and the halfway kind of holds it down in place. And okay, so what did I say? This is here, so I'm going to grab some glue dots. Patty, we need to still get together, talk on the phone. I don't like it that way. I sent a text to you, but I don't know, I might not have the right number. So when I know it's family time, so whenever you're free and want to talk to me, just give me a call. All right, so that's that. I'm going to grab the little dimensionals. And that's what I'm going to put. Well, shoot, I wanted one that's been used. Grab my paper piercer. Makes it easier to grab these little guys. These little guys can be hard to grab. Okay. All right. So that goes there. And then all we have is this little guy here. Did I cut a piece? No, I did not. Let me go get a piece. That piece is 3 7/8 by, I did 3/8, I think. So, see if I can do it. Yeah. So here this is, and I'm just going to clip it, I think. It's a little wider. Let me run it through. Let's measure. I should have had this done before. Sorry, guys. I thought I had it, and I'll probably find it after I get done with the video. It'll probably be floating around somewhere. Oh, you deleted it? That's hilarious. That's all right. I do the same thing. If I don't know, I don't answer. So always leave me a message if you call me, because yeah, I completely understand. You just never know. Okay, so I'm grabbing this word. It's called "'Tis the Sweet Season." It's this word right here. And I'm just going to get it on my grid paper, line it up. And then that gives me a good eye. Yes, very nice. And then I'm going to bring in my... I really wish I had a snail, but I don't. So I'm going to, I have a Fast Fuse, and I've been told that Fast Fuse is still on the sell rack, the clearance. So I'm still using mine, even though they've been discontinued. Jennifer, the next evening class, I am going to work on, well, I usually put up my second Thursday of the month. Well, see, this is Christmas, so that's all changed. Hold on, and what I can do, I think I moved it up to the 5th. I can look in my calendar. But you, if you want to do an evening class with me, just make sure you text me and let me know, because I don't get a lot of people that want to come to the evening class. And if you want to come, I will do a one-on-one. And what I find is a lot of times if you sign up, then other people will sign up. And I usually get 2, 3, 4 people in the class. So don't hesitate to sign up for that evening class. And I'll look, see if I can, I'll look once I get through some of this to get you, it's the Thursday, I think it's, anyways, I'll look in a few minutes and I'll let you know. Okay, so that card is, oh, we got to do that. Let me just show you the inside because it's pretty sweet. The inside, you always have to do the inside, but I took the little stamp right here, stamped it in Poppy Parade, and then just did the little banner in Granny Apple and put the Be Jolly on a little flag, and I thought that turned out pretty sweet. And I would then turn around and I would see, is it on a, do I have it on a stamp here, or did I take it off? I must have taken it off. Oh, nope, here it is. I'm gonna, what I would do then with my envelope that I'm sending, because you always got to dress your envelope, so I would put it right here. Very, very cute. And you could even go down here with it. Very cute. Okay, so that's that card. Put that there. All right, so I wanted to do something for my table at Chris. Oh, sure. Bring your mom. That would be fine, Jennifer. Perfect. All right, so I wanted to do something for my Christmas table. So let me show you let me see what you guys think. I always do white napkins and my Christmas plates, my Longaberger Christmas plates. And so I just took that same idea and I put it on a band and of course embossed the band. And then did basically the same thing. I made the 2 candy canes with a cute little bow. Now this punch, and this is glimmer paper behind there instead of Granny Apple. And then this punch right here, right behind, this is the 2-inch that punched out the glimmer. And then right behind it is there's the 2-inch punch. And darn it, I carded that thing. Nope, I didn't. Starburst. So, let's just make one real quick. So I'm going to do glimmer, and we're going to use the 2-inch punch. So this is what you need. 2-inch there. Then you need a piece of Poppy Parade. But you know what? If your table isn't set up with Poppy Parade, figure out what colors look good on your table and dress it up. I'm going to the Starburst. I'm going to pop that out. The band, it can be any thickness. Now this is 1.5 inches. And I think it's fine. And then you just run it through. You don't need much. I mean, you could take probably 1.5 inches by 5.5. And I think it would work. So this piece is 1.5 inches by 5.5. Am I saying that right? Yep. And I'm going to run this through the embossing folder. And then again, you can choose any embossing folder you want to do. But let's run it through. Let's see if that worked. Nope, it didn't. Ha! Didn't have the right sandwich. It's all about the sandwich. Okay. There you go. Now, I just take 1/2 inch. You know, it's going to depend on how big your napkins are. And then I staple this to the front. And of course, these have been discontinued, but I use these things all the time. Our little Stampin' Up. Okay. And then to the front, we need a piece of vellum. See, Patty, you're going to use this vellum. You are going to use it, my girl. Now that circle, let's see if that's 2. We're just going to go with the 2.5 again. If I can get a 2.5 out of there. I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to go get a bigger piece of vellum. And this is a good way to use up your scraps of vellum. It really is. Okay. So I'm going to put that down with dimensionals, but I'm going to get the big guys. The big guys. Yeah. Okay, we're using edges. Happy holidays! That's what my watch just told me. Jennifer, you know what I need to do is add you guys to my newsletter. I'll try to get in there and do that. All right, so this is going to hide that. So we're just going to put that right on there. And I probably got my dimensionals going the wrong way, but that's all right. I would probably run them. See if I can pull it off. Nope, it's going to rip. I would have run them up and down. Okay, this goes here. It's like a ring. I just figured that out. A big diamond ring. Well, you can tell where my brain is. Anything that glimmers. Doesn't that look like a big diamond ring? Funny. All right, so then we put our candy canes on there and our bow. Now, what I thought was cute here is this could actually, instead of putting Jolly, you can put someone's name, like for placing them at the table for Christmas. You could put Sandy or what have you. And you can make this piece however long. So how do you make those pieces? Here is one piece of cardstock. I think it's 4 1/4 and it's by 1.5 inches. And I'm going to grab this Everyday Label Punch. And I'm going to pull it in, but then pick it up and run it to the end like that. So it only punches one side. So then I want to do the other side. So I'm going to run it in. Pick it up. And punch it. So you see, you can have it any length. Any length at all. You can have it longer. You know, you can stamp more on it if you want. But, and it's just loose. It's just underneath there and it's loose. So, and you've seen how I've done the candy canes. It's another piece of scrap paper. And I've taught you the tricks I know about that. So I'm going to do linear. See how quick I can get this done. And, okay, where am I putting my things? So our little guy is here. I'm going to put the linear down. Put it on the inside. And all right. Gonna do this. And then with this punch, you do have to kind of get to the bottom. So. And if you ever get in a situation where you cut too much off, I'll show you a trick. Take a Post-it note. And there you go. So much easier. Okay. Let's see if I can get this right now. I want to do it on this side. Oh, and you know the other trick I need to tell you, when you put these photopolymers on blocks, you have to lay them down and put the block to them, because if you try to use your hands to put them on, you can distort them. So what you need to do is lay them down just gently on the mat and come in and pick them up so that you don't distort the shape. Because I couldn't line it up. It's driving me crazy. And then I figured out I had distorted the shape when I put it on the block. Okay. And then the last one is to put my bow down. Again, I'm doing linear. Ink it up, stamp it off. Line it up. See, I do so much better putting the line down. And then okay. So I've got my ring. I think what I'll do is just go ahead and put him on here. Hey, Sharon. You making any turkey? Turkey lurkey? Getting your turkey done? We're doing place settings. I'll go back and show you real quick the, okay, so this one's going to go straight up. What I do with my bow, I'm going to put him on with glue dots, so I'm going to kind of put him over here for now. Here's my other guy, and I'm going to do him sideways. Put my bow on. Okay, so he's done. And then I showed you guys how to make this, and I would just put stamp Be Jolly on there, or if you want to put a name of someone that's coming to set with you. That bow is crooked. It could be a name, place, setting. So one more thing. I don't know if you guys have the All Is Bright set, but let me show you what you can do with it. I won't make it because I think you guys can figure it out. I'll post a picture because I don't know how long I've been on here. But what about this cute little guy? And he could be a napkin. I'm going to make this for my daughters. And it's just the All Is Bright set. I used the 1-inch circle punch. These are old Stampin' Up! Punches. And a 3/4. You can do something similar. And then what I did is I used the feather out of Making Everyday Bright. And do you guys want me to make it? I've still got 15 minutes. I can show you how I made it if you want me to. Give me a thumbs up or a heart or something, and I'll make them for you. Anybody interested? So the band is just a 1-inch band. I didn't even do any embossing on it. And I made it 5.5. And then this is the 1-inch punch. This is the 1 3/4 inch punch. And then I just went through and did a bunch of feathers. And then, of course, the fake little eyeballs. Isn't he cute? Look at him. He's so cute. And then this is a little piece of linen thread. And then Thankful for You. Thankful came out of Falling for Leaves. This Thankful here. And the For You is actually a part of the candy cane season right down here. For You. So I'm always looking for place settings. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. But at any rate, okay, that's all I have for you tonight. Sharon, I'll show you one more time the card that we made earlier, just so you can see it. I went with the Poppy Parade and Granny Apple. It's the Grinch colors. And then on the envelope, I put that. And where's my inside? I did my inside. My inside was cute too. Oh, here's the inside. So this little candy cane heart came out of this set right here. And then the Be Jolly, I just stuck on a piece of Granny Apple. This is all Poppy Parade and Granny Apple. So, all right. That is it, ladies. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. enjoy your families, enjoy the things that we have. We're very blessed and appreciate them. All right. I will talk to you guys later. And Patty, if you're still on here, let's get together sometime, either this weekend, give me a call, or early next week, and we'll talk about your classes. Okay. And Jennifer, what I'll do is add you guys to my email, my constant contact. That way you guys will always get my classes and can sign up through there. Okay. All right, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Good night.